Well, here we are back in the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Every time I come to use it, I find something else that needs fixing. So the thing that we're going to be looking at today is something that's quite common on these, and that is that there's a problem with the indicators. The indicators and the hazard lights are all controlled by a combined relay, which for some God no reason is tucked right up behind the dashboard up there, and it's also stupendously expensive. Now you can actually repair them, so I'm going to have a go at repairing this one once it's out, but for the time being I've got a replacement to put in it. What's actually happening with this particular one is if we turn the ignition on and we try to indicate right, we can indicate right. If we try to indicate left, nothing. Now, I've had these before where the indicators just stay on, where neither of the indicators work. And it's all down to that one relay. So we're going to pull that relay out and we're going to have a look. So we need to remove the top cowl around there and then the kick panel down there, which includes a bolt there. And I think the others are all inside, but we'll see once we get into it. So I'm going to set you up so that you can watch what goes on, and we're going to pull this apart and see if we can fit the new relay. That bit's simple, just unclipped. And now that top clip is off, we can see that there's one screw there and one screw there that we've got to pop out. I think there's one underneath down there as well, so I'll have a bit of a look around. Yes, there is, I can feel it. So 4 screws and that one. This one here is easier to use a little socket on. That's out. This has clearly been out before because the 2 screws at the bottom were missing. And the thing to look for is these little clips here. They're what actually hold it in once it's unbolted. So you just pull it out. So we'll have a look up now and see if we can spot this. With all of the panels out of the way, if we look at this fuse box and fuse block here, slightly above it is the relay panel that we're looking for, and that blue big relay just up there is the one that we're looking for. So we need to get our hand up and in and pull it out, give it a good wiggle and pull it out. We've got it out. It comes out nice and easily. It's useful to just notice what orientation it comes out, so that you know you can't see what's going on up there, so you have to do it all by feel. So if you check how the relay is orientated, then we know that that single flat pin one's at the bottom, so that's how our new pin is going to go in. And this is our replacement, part number there. It's cheaper than the original OEM Mopar one. I think this was about £70. I know, right? That's it there. We'll have a look inside. And there it is. It's all exactly the same. It's just a different colour. It's an aftermarket part. So we'll pop that in and we'll see if that cures the problem. And that's it in. I know it's hard to see, but it is. It's a bit tricky because that aftermarket part is just a couple of millimeters longer than the original relay. So it's just a bit tricky maneuvering it in up here and getting it the right orientation. Once it's in the right orientation and you know that it's pretty much latched, use a flat bladed screwdriver and just get it in and lever it and push it in and it'll go in. So we just need to make sure now it's in that it works. Before we put it all back together again, we'll see if it works. So hazards, yeah, we got hazards. Ignition on. Right hand indicator we had, but we'll check it. Yeah, that works. Left hand indicator. We got left hand indicator. So there you go, that's another job sorted. If that's helped you out, then think about giving me a like or even a subscribe for more random content like this to do with old Jeeps and GMCs. Also, if you've got this far, drop me a comment and tell me whereabouts in the world you're watching from. Just interested to know. There you go anyway, all sorted, another job off the list. I'll see you next time.